On Tuesday, the 15th of July, 2025, it's 10 o'clock in the Gambia, and as we've been promising all morning, for this next hour, our guest is Sainabou Martin. You probably know her as the former CEO of Kanifing Municipal Council. She's now in Kerewan, and she's here to talk mainly about what she's doing in the Kerewan area, but of course, having served in the KM, I'm sure questions will center on her experience there as well. Sainabou, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me, Peter.
I didn't know that you were that close to the radio station. That's why you took your time to be here. And I was expecting that you'd be at least 15 minutes before the hour. But finally, there you are. And welcome. We don't get to have that many lady voices on the program, so we are always excited when we have women join us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Tell us about, Kerewan Area Council.
Kerewan Area Council is in the North Bank region, a small council for that matter, but with a very big land size, because it starts from Bara all the way to Paludi. Yeah. When you talk about Kerewan Area Council, Amdalai is included. So it's a big land size, but the population is not as dense as in we have in the towns and the city. It's a council that is limited in terms of resources, financial resources, and human resources as well. But since we took over the management, because fortunately for me, the new chairman, Honorable Papa Tungara, was sworn in, and a week after that I was transferred to Kerewan Area Council. So we started everything virtually together. And we have put in place a lot of changes that are happening right now. Because when we moved in there, what we realized was that we found nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, in the coffers. Yeah, because what was there was less than $1 million. That was subvention payment from the government of $2 million. And we found less than $1 million in the accounts. So that was nothing virtually, because immediately we paid salary for the month of July, the accounts went blank. So we engaged in discussions, strategic planning, and putting in policies and trying to bring about change. And alhamdulillah, as I'm talking to you today, we have achieved a lot in that regard. Because the first challenge was we found some abandoned projects by the previous council. We found 3 markets that were started. The works were started and then abandoned. We completed that market from the mega resources we were able to put together. The markets, the Munyagen market, Sarakunda, and we have just completed Ngein Sanjal market. And we also, the tax collection, we also changed the mood of the tax collection. So initially what we found there was when they collect, they don't immediately bank the monies. We came up with policy of ensuring that every dollar that is collected in a day must be banked the following day. And today we are paying salaries comfortably. And after paying salaries, we are comfortable. We leave a balance that we know even if we don't collect, for the next 3 months, we'll be able to pay salaries comfortably.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's where we are today. And of course, it is with the support of the council. Because the proposal came from management to change things. And the council supported it. Without the support of the council, we wouldn't be where we are today. The council believed in the management under my leadership, with the support of the chairman and the community as well. We are where we are today. Thank God.
Fantastic. And, what is your biggest revenue stream? I mean, you talk about taxes. What do you tax that brings in, the biggest line of revenue?
The biggest revenue stream is the trade license.
Okay.
Yeah, I can comfortably sit here and say that it's our cash cow. Yeah, because we found them collecting less than $1 million.
Yes.
In 2023.
Yes.
Less than 19 million rather. Less than 20 million.
Mm-hmm.
Just about $19 million. In 2024, we were able to collect $40 million.
Seriously?
Yes.
What happened? Did you increase the trade license fee or what?
No, the trade license, they were under taxing. There was already a tax schedule.
Mm-hmm.
But there was this culture of negotiation.
Ah.
Yeah. So when businesses negotiate.
Payments were unofficial.
Unofficial.
Okay.
So when I went,
Mm-hmm.
with the support of the council,
Mm-hmm.
I made sure that we implemented the tax schedule to the latter. Yeah. So I myself go after big institutions.
Ah.
Yeah, the AfriShells, the QCells. But to be frank, they are tax compliant. They have never owed the council before.
Okay.
Yeah, they are tax compliant.
So those are your biggest cash cows.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And some of the businesses who were owing the council,
Mm-hmm.
I went after them, and we were able to collect the areas plus that tax that is due, to the council.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, does politics interfere in any way with your work? Because you're dealing with people who were voted into office. I mean, to become a councillor, you have to run for office. Mm-hmm. I suppose maybe a few would be nominated. Yes. But even that will be based on political decisions.
Yeah, I don't know how to put it, whether I am fortunate or unfortunate. Politics, it depends on the environment you are. Mm. Yeah, in Kerawan, I don't experience such thing. Politics do happen, but it is concentrated on the politicians, not on us who are civil servants, the administrators of the council. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but when you can go to other environments, other than Kerawan Area Council, or but it interferes a lot.
Politics does interfere.
It does interfere.
Did it interfere when you were at KMC?
Very well.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
We'll come to KMC later on.
Yes.
How was it? How easy was it, maybe, to come with all these changes, the reforms you've been able to implement so far at Kerawan? I mean, you found them, undertaxing people.
Undertaxing people.
The businesses in that area would have been used to paying less, and suddenly this woman comes in, and we are being asked to pay more.
Mm. It is all about communication. Employing the right means of communicating with the decision makers, the policy makers, and also with the staff, because these are the people who are going to help to achieve our objectives, our aims and objectives. So we employ the right tools of communication. We communicated to them that we are expected to deliver services to our taxpayers. And we have to collect these taxes to be able to deliver the services that are expected of us. So if we don't collect, how do we expect to be able to deliver? So this is what we employed, and we use it to communicate with the policymakers for them to support us, of course, with policies and decisions, to back us to be able to do it. And on the part of the staff, we made them understand that we are here to serve the people. We are not here for ourselves. And no matter how long we may stay in office, come one fine day, we will leave one way or another. And we should put it at the back of our mind that when we leave office, we don't want people to come after us to say that we have achieved nothing here. When someone comes tomorrow, let them find that we have left a starting, a point for them, somewhere they can begin with and be able to continue without that much of a stress that we have experienced at the beginning. Okay,
and apart from delivering more revenue for the Kerawan Area Council, what about the taxpayers themselves? What have you done for the people of the Kerawan Area Council?
We have engaged in we have in many response activities. First, we tried to complete the abandoned projects. And
the 3 markets.
The 3 markets. We also have engaged in community activities such as road rehabilitations.
Okay.
Yeah, under the leadership of our chairman. He would engage. Currently, there are projects, road projects in the North Bank that is being implemented by the government. So he would engage CSC because they are within the vicinity.
What CSC?
The company.
Okay. The Senegalese company.
Yeah.
CSE. Okay.
Yeah, they are the one doing most of the road in the North Bank region. So he would engage them to come and support where it is needed to rehabilitate a road that is not accessible because of the too much erosion, and the condition of it is so bad that it is not motorable. So we have rehabilitated one in Bacalar, another one in Sika. I can't recall the day that they went there. I was not there, but I was part of the negotiation.
Yes.
Yeah, but I was not able to make it when it actually took place. So I can recall when they came from the activity, they informed us that the community were so pleased with them that they slaughtered, you can imagine. You cannot count the goats that were slaughtered for them on that day.
Really?
Yes, because they never imagined the council would make it a point of duty on itself to ensure that that road is rehabilitated. But the chairman engaged the CSC management and they responded. We only provided them with fuel and the rehabilitation was done. Bacalar, Sika, and Kir Amadou. Yeah, Kir Amadou. And we also engage in cleansing of illegal dump sites. Yeah, currently we are on it. One is currently being carried out in Bara.
Okay.
We have done about 2 or 3 in Farafenye. So there is another one that the chairman even just spoke to me before I came here that he would want us to engage in that one when we go back to the region.
How much of a challenge is waste management in KSE? You would know the challenge. It used to be in KM.
In KM, yeah. For us, I think for our council, it was a non-starter for us because we found no form of organized waste collection and management at the council. Yeah. So people dump at the markets area. We have tractors, and the tractors are not in good shape. So that is why we have already planned to procure trucks, and very soon we are hoping that before the end of this month, the trucks will be delivered to the council because we have already completed the procurement process. We got approval from GPPA to procure the trucks, and even it was part of our whole process where we were able to procure our official vehicles that we are currently using. So the second phase is the trucks, the waste collection trucks. So now our focus is to be able to collect the waste from the communities, get the waste from the communities, and put them or dump them at a place where now we will begin to think about management. We are not thinking about waste management. Now the focus, because it is a challenge. It's like this council, we are the one who are coming up with these measures, these solutions.
It's like starting a whole, council, from bottom up.
From
scratch.
From nowhere. Yeah. So this is the plan, and we are hoping that in few weeks' time the trucks will be delivered, and we will now have an organized method of collecting the waste from the communities. Have a dump site. The dump sites are already there, although in some areas we face challenges from the communities.
What kind of challenges?
They don't want the waste to be dumped in their communities. They see it as but waste is not, nowadays, waste is not just waste. Waste is lucrative.
Lucrative?
If they know what they are supposed to do with it. Waste is a lucrative business nowadays.
Well, tell them you were
People make millions out of waste.
Yeah.
When you talk about recycling,
yeah.
You talk about biogas, it can be generated from organic waste. So the community, the plea from the council to the community is to understand that we are there for them. we will not do anything that is going to harm them. Rather, we will engage in activities that is going to make us all grow, develop, and get to a stage whereby, even, I'm not only talking about the Gambia, but even internationally, people will know that Kerewan Area Council definitely is here for the people, and it is serving the people. It is for the growth and development of its communities.
You speak about rehabilitating 3 markets and redoing 3 roads. In terms of number, that's not a lot, but you know, maybe the scale of the challenge that you face in Kerewan
terms
area
of financial resources.
Yes, and all of that.
Actually, the activities are more than just 3 markets and 3 routes. Currently, we have also planned to build 2 new markets in Medina Serigne Mas and Pakao Njugu. Those projects will begin very soon, in the next few weeks. Yes, because right now we are on the drafting of the contract. We also got approval from GPPA. Yeah, and the rehabilitation of the office complex. Because Kerewan Area Council is the only council that did not benefit from the project. Or, if I should put it in the right context, is the only council that did not use the funds that were meant for the rehabilitation of the office complex, to rehabilitate the office or build a new office. Rather, it was taken to Farafenye, and the funds were invested in a guest house, but it didn't work. So the
guest house is not bringing revenue.
It's not bringing revenue, but we are thinking of partnering with private investors, who operate guest houses, to come and take over the guest house, operate it, and be paying council, depending on the agreement, for us to generate at least some form of revenue from it at the end of the day. So this is what we have already engaged a partner, and they are considering it. Yeah, they are considering it. So now the office will be rehabilitated under the residence of the chairman is in such a dilapidated state that even the chairman cannot still move in to his residence as I'm here giving you this interview.
All right.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, the 15th of July, 2025, you're with Coffee Time on West Coast Radio. Our guest is Sainabou Martin from the Kerewan Area Council. We are getting an understanding of how the local area council in that part of the country, in the North Bank region, operates. People wonder why Kerewan, Kerewan was chosen for the headquarters of, the area council. A lot of people would have thought Farafenye would have been a better place. What do you think of Farafenye as, a future location for the area council?
The area council. I believe the location of the council in Kerewan has to do with decision by colonial masters, because even the governor's office is in Kerewan. So that was a decision by the colonial masters.
Because of its nearness to Banjul.
And the river transport, because those days river transportation was used a lot. Yeah, so I believe that is it. And for Kerewan Area Council for me, personally, I would prefer Kerewan Area Council to continue to be in Kerewan, because administratively it is more ideal. Farafenye is viable. It's a viable business center. Business thrive quickly in Farafenye than in Kerewan. But for administrative-wise, we are comfortable in Kerewan.
Yeah, because of Banjul.
Banjul.
If the administrative capital of the country were to move from Banjul, would you reconsider that decision that Kerewan is the most ideal location for the area council, for the local area council?
Perhaps at that time. But for now, Kerewan is okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. And in terms of, business activity, how much of that takes place in Kerewan?
I think there is a lot of business activity coming up now in Kerewan.
Oh, only coming up now?
Yeah.
But compared to Farafenye?
No, they are not comparable. Yeah. You've been to Farafenye?
Yeah, I have, yes.
Yeah. And the location of Farafenye too gives it that advantage.
It's strategic.
It's strategic.
Given the volume of trade between us and Senegal.
Yeah. And also the fact that people have to transit going to the western side of Senegal, you have to transit through Farafenni. Or coming from the western side to go to the northern side of Senegal, you have to transit through Farafenni. So the location is strategic. But the council would have been also good in Farafenni. But you can imagine the amount of distraction.
Why distraction?
Farafenni is noisy.
Oh, well. I'm sure there'll be an
administratively.
Yeah.
Administratively, Karawan is more ideal for the headquarters of the council.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have a lot of offices. That's what I said. You have a lot of other, departments: agriculture, livestock, education. So it has to do more with colonial decision than, what we desire now. Yes.
One would have thought that one of your biggest revenue streams would be the lumos. How important are these to, revenue generation
I think
in Karawan Area Council?
I think apart from the trade license, the lumos and the markets are our next biggest revenue stream. Yeah, the lumos and the markets. Because we collect daily, lumos weekly. Yeah, they are really helping in terms of our cash flow. Yeah, in terms of our cash flow.
And I suppose agriculture is big in the North Bank region, but what about, access? I mean, farmers, after harvesting, getting to the markets and all of that. We spoke about roads.
Yeah.
So far you've rehabilitated only 3 out of God knows how many roads. Huh? So how are you doing in your area as far as, access? The road infrastructure is concerned.
So the roads that are rehabilitated are strategic feeder roads to the main, highways.
Okay.
So you see that access is now becoming very easy for the communities. Yes. To travel to the Lumos, to travel to any other part, of the country they want. Yeah, because all are in strategic locations near Lumos. Yeah, especially those ones around the Hakalang, the Sika and Bakalar. Yes. The roads project also are making it easy for people to have easy access to markets. Yeah.
You mentioned the Hakalang. How important will that be, eventually economically to Karawan Area Council?
I believe in the next 10 years, we will see a change in North Bank.
Because of Hakalang?
I can just imagine. It's a state-of-the-art highway. And that...
Yeah, we can just, admire it, but that does not necessarily...
No, you are talking about the importance.
Yes.
So that's where I am coming to.
Okay.
You have a lot of farming communities along the Hakalang. From Bunyadu to Kuntaya. So when you take that highway, before you reach Bunyadu, you see communities and you see how they engage in farming activities. You know that these people really need access to get these products that they are cultivating to the markets to sell them. And for even people like those who engage in middleman business,
yes.
For those people to come to get these things out of their farms. So it's easy. So, and that is going to increase their economic status. When your economic status increases, what happens to you? You have personal development. So there is going to be a lot of change in the next 10 years to come.
Okay. And what will be the role of Karawan Area Council in helping make these changes happen? Because the more people are involved in economic activity, I suppose the more revenue you will generate from their economic activity within your area.
Obviously. So we will, as we are currently doing, we will try to increase the markets, build as many markets as possible. We have already earmarked to build 2 markets, and we hope to build 3 more markets in 2026, and make it accessible, help in road rehabilitation, even partner with the government and the gum works, the NRA, to also build secondary roads that can ease the challenges that farmers face in trying to get their products from their farms to markets.
Okay.
Yes.
I suppose you wouldn't just want the contribution of the Kerewan Area Council to be only in the form of new markets, new roads. Other local government, institutions are offering scholarship, for their school-going children and all of that. Is Kerewan Area Council doing this? How are you helping young people in your area?
Thank you so much, Peter, for that question. It's a very important one because the young people are our priority. We have help, although there is no policy at the council right now
there's no policy
for scholarships. But at an individual level, we have supported people who are going to the college, teachers from North Bank, who are going to the Gambia College, the University of the Gambia. We have supported them with some amounts to pay for tuition fees as and when it is needed. We make those kind of intervention. But the requests are coming and they are growing. We are now thinking about coming up with a policy of helping to sponsor the youth. Even our own staff, we encourage them to develop their skills, go back to school, and improve on their skills. Yes.
And what about the young people engaged in sports? I mean, are you thinking of providing sports infrastructure? For instance, we know from the North Bank region, there was this team, BEM. I don't know whether they still exist. It's a football team with players coming from Bara, Esau, and Mayamba, areas I'm sure you know very well. So in terms of, delivering sporting infrastructure, is this one of those things you are considering?
Very well. It is one of those things that we are considering, and we help with the Nawetans that are happening. Yeah, we give them sponsorship to be able to engage in their football. And the past Nakeoff, we sponsored the youth from North Bank with 600,000, Kerewan Area Council, for them to come over and participate. And they came with the peace of mind that helped them to participate and took almost all the trophies. The Nakeoff trophies all came to North Bank. North Bank came out first.
Well done.
In the past Nakeoff, in the KM. Yeah. So the youth are our priority. And it was one of the campaign slogans of the current chairman, women empowerment, youth empowerment. And we are taking giant strides in that regard because we are the first council that listened to Action Aid. Just last week, we inaugurated the Women District Court members. We are the first council that listened to Action Aid when they came to advocate for the inclusion of women in district tribunals. We responded with immediate effect. On that fateful day they came, they found us on a general council meeting. After engaging with us and they left, immediately in that general council meeting, it became part of the agenda. It was discussed and approved in that meeting to have at least one woman in each district court member, in district tribunal across the
North Bank region.
The North Bank region. Because of that, Action Aid is so pleased with us that when they decided to do the inauguration ceremony, they chose North Bank. We did it last week. Last week, Thursday.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And do you think that was possible because you're the only female CEO of a local government council across the country, aren't you? Do you think that was made possible only because you happen to be a woman?
It's part of it, but that's not only it. The council supported it under the leadership of the chairman, and we have the chief rep, who also has his own district tribunal, Chief Alpha Khan, accepted it, advocated for it as well, persuaded the council with the chairman for the council to, and of course with my persuasion as
Your
well.
influence.
My influence. It became a reality.
You keep referring to the chairman. You seem to have a very, healthy and close working relationship.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is important, for the progress, the growth of any local council?
In my inaugural speech last week, I mentioned it there. Empowering women accelerate societal growth, development. So the chairman is someone who empowers women, not only Sainabou as an CEO, but that is the chairman. That is who he is. He is someone who believes in the leadership of women. So I have a cordial relationship with him because of his respect for women. He is someone who is respectful. He supports our ideas. He just doesn't throw. When we come with ideas to the chairman, he listens to the ideas, and if it needs reorganizing or moderation, we will engage in that discussion and come up with a solution that is in the best interest of the council under the North Bank region.
Okay, so how many councillors do you have, and how many of them are women?
We have, if I am right, I am not good in that term. We have about 16 elected councillors, and I think 5 nominated to make it 21. 5 nominated councillors. So among the 16 elected councillors, we have 2 elected councillors.
2 elected women councillors.
3
elected women councillors.
3 elected women councillors.
Okay.
And 1 nominated lady. Yeah.
So 4 of 21.
Yeah. Women.
Well.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. And okay, you work very well with the chairman, but of course you would have subcommittees that would be headed by councillors. How about your working relationship with the councillors?
It is cordial. In fact, the bulk of the work at the council is done at the subcommittees. Sometimes it can be very rough. We knock heads. But that is when we have to do the work. We fight when it is necessary for us to fight. But out of the council chambers, we become one family again. I think that is the reason why we are able to achieve what we have achieved so far. And we look forward to achieving more in the near future.
Now, before the advent of the local government commission of inquiry, people like me just assume that, the mayors, the chairmen, chairwomen actually ran municipalities and, area councils. But we're beginning to hear that, oh no, mayors are not, mayors don't run the councils. Rahim Al-Kulu argued that the people who actually run the councils are the CEOs. Now, explain to us what the role of a CEO is and what the role of a mayor or, chairman is.
If we should go by the Local Government Act,
yes,
it is supposed to be the CEOs. The administration should run the council because the CEO is the chief administrator of the council, responsible for the day-to-day management of the council, and is the chief accounting officer. If anything goes wrong, if any embezzlement happens, mismanagement of funds, is the CEO who is answerable or who should be answerable. So the responsibility of the chairperson should be to ensure that the right policies are formulated and provide the enabling environment for the CEO to be able to execute his or her duties without fear or favor. That should be the responsibility of the chairperson. It depends on the individual. Like I said, at Caravan Area Council, I don't experience such things there. But that was not the situation when I was at KMC. So I'm not going to take the argument that it is not the chairpersons or the mayors that runs the council. It is the CEO. I deny that.
Okay. And what would you recommend to be, the working relationship between the mayor and the CEO?
It should be based on respect, mutual understanding, and cooperation. Because our role as policy implementators, we are the one who are going to be facing the stumbling block. So when we face a stumbling block and come back to you to report as a chairperson, listen to us. When we say that this is not possible, for example, you want us to implement. Mm-hmm. Right now, I have the leverage, to spend when it is necessary. When it is not necessary, when I talk to my chairman to say that I think we should stop, spending for 2 weeks to allow our accounts to grow so that we will be able to pay salary comfortably come the end of the month and have something that can keep us until the next month, the chairperson should listen. And that's what happens at Kerewan. But that was not the case at KMC.
We'll come to your experience at KMC later on. Mm-hmm. And what should be the relationship now between the Ministry of Local Government and the local councils?
The ministry is an oversight authority. The ministry, the central government through the ministry, establish the local authorities, So the ministry is there to ensure that, the local government authorities, operate in the most, how do I put it, efficient and effective manner. Because the local government authorities, if they are successful, the central government authority wouldn't have much to do at the local level. Because the local government are the ones in direct contact with the local communities. If we are able to deliver in terms of schools, in terms of good, secondary road networks, markets, the local people grow. Economic development, the local people strive. And economic development happens at the local region. So when that happens, where did it happen? Is it not in the country?
Yes.
So,
but who takes the credit? And this is where politics comes in, isn't it?
The local government authority takes the credit, and the central government as well. Yes.
Okay. Now, you found yourself, between two extremes, where you worked in, a local council where the head was from the opposition. Mm-hmm. Now you're working in a council where the head is from the ruling party, not so?
Yes.
All right. So, compare the two and, how politics, played a part in whatever experience you had.
Thank you. I think through our discussions, the comparison has already been made. Mm-hmm. But I would just state that I am someone who is not the political type. So when the vacancy for the CEO position in Kerewan Council, KMC, Kanifing Municipal Council, first came to my attention, I saw it, became interested, and they decided to put it aside. Because what happened was they advertised twice. So the first one was from the council itself to advertise for the position. Then, after some time, I saw it back in the newspapers. I engaged my husband on it. I told him that I saw this thing, I was interested, but because of the councils are, we know how they are, political environment. So I was...
Did you say, KMC is currently headed by a politician from the opposition?
No. That time, at that time, I had no such thinking, because the mayor had a good, public, how do I put it? People accepted him, that he is someone who is there.
Public opinion was in his favor.
Was in his favor. Mm. People accepted the fact that he was there serving the people, because people started seeing, some things happening. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to go there, but I was not thinking about the mayor at that time. I was thinking about the staff.
Okay.
Yeah, because the mayor found the staff there. The staff were there well before the mayor came into the council as mayor. So, and we knew what transpired at KMC.
How Yaya Jammeh abused it.
it was a political institution. So that was my concern at that time, that I raised with my husband, and he encouraged me to apply. He told me that has changed now. The current government has changed that now.
Okay.
Yeah.